Hello again, everybody. It's Scott Casper. It's time to take a look at this week's news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. We start the week at the OTC, the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. USA Wrestling held the women's 121-pound World Cup wrestle-off, the one remaining weight class not filled based on qualifying procedures. 4 top challengers competed in a winner-take-all event, with the victor earning a spot on the U.S. team that will be competing in Tokyo, Japan on the 15th and 16th of March at the World Cup. In the first semifinals, 2012 Olympian Kelsey Campbell took on the collegiate star Jakara Winchester of Missouri Valley. Campbell controlled the entire bout, scoring on high-level leg attacks for a 5-0 victory. In the other semifinal, past world team member and Army star Whitney Condor, she battled King University's Sarah Hildebrandt. Condor scored on several counters and eventually claimed an 11-0 tech fall and a trip to the finals against Campbell. Well, she got her offense going, did Campbell, controlling the action and jumping on to a 6-point lead, but it was Condor who came on strong near the end with a takedown and a push-out. It wasn't quite enough, though. Campbell would emerge victorious by the final score of 6-3. We talked with Kelsey about the win.
I came in with a plan. I came in pretty prepared. As prepared as you can be with the short notice that we got. But I felt like, regardless of who I ended up wrestling, that I had a pretty good plan, and I think it just went accordingly for the most part. National
women's coach Terry Steiner weighed in.
I didn't know what to expect with the turnout, but we definitely got some younger athletes in here from the college ranks with Winchester and Hildebrandt. So I'm excited to see that they're getting in there and starting to test themselves and challenge themselves.
Well, with Campbell's victory, the U.S. Women's World Cup team is now complete. Team USA will feature 2 2012 world champs on the roster, including Elena Perizkova at 138 pounds and Adeline Gray at 165 pounds, both of whom are 3-time world medalists. The team will also feature 3 past Olympians. Campbell and Perizkova were both on the 2012 Olympic team, if you recall, along with 2008 Olympic bronze medalist Randy Miller at 152. Miller recently took 5 years off from the sport, but has had an amazing comeback. 2012 world silver medalist Helen Maroulis is slated for 116 pounds. She'll be joined by 2-time world bronze medalist Alyssa Lampe at 105. We talked with Alyssa about the upcoming World Cup.
You don't get many opportunities in the sport to wrestle dual team type competitions, so it's great to have that team unity, and it's probably the best tournament of the year, so I'm pretty excited.
Well, 9 of the 10 women, as I've said, have been on past world or Olympic teams, including past world team members Victoria Anthony at 105 and Allie Reagan at 127, and of course Veronica Carlson, who's ready for the challenge at 152.
Well, I'm super excited. Last year I also wrestled at World Cup, and it was a great experience because it's one of those events where you can actually participate as a team, kind of like our Russian rules. But yeah, it's going to be awesome, and we have a wonderfully prepared team this year.
Well, finalizing the U.S. team, 2013 junior world bronze medalist Jennifer Page at 132 pounds. Other nations at the Women's World Cup include host Japan, Mongolia, China, Canada, Russia, Ukraine, and Hungary. China is the defending World Cup champ, and the USA, if you recall, last won the World Cup in 2004. We've got some work to do. Let's talk to Coach Steiner.
I think we have a very strong team right now. Again, we were 3rd at the World Championships last year. I think we let some things slide at the World Championships. I think we're capable of more than 3rd place, and so we're going over there definitely to win.
USA Wrestling Weekly continues when we return. Stay tuned.
ASICS has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
Hi, I'm Wayne Boyd, Director of Operations and Development for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club. The club was founded to help wrestling worldwide, especially at our senior level, of course at the collegiate level and the high school level. But the most important level for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club is the kids level. And these are some of the guys today that will be tomorrow's Olympic champions. Let's hear it, guys.
Titan Mercury!
That's Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, San Marino, California.
Well, the Men's Freestyle World Cup is also around the corner. It'll feature the top 10 men's freestyle squads from around the world. The event will make a long-awaited return to the U.S. after more than 10 years' absence, taking time to compete overseas. This year, the event will take place at the world-famous Forum in Los Angeles on the same dates as the women, the 15th and 16th of March. Well, the lineup for the U.S. is starting to shape up. 2012 Olympic champ, two-time world champ Jordan Burroughs will make his return to the Cup. Already one of the greatest American wrestlers of all time, Burroughs won gold at the last two World Cups and has a 10-0 career record at the event. National freestyle coach Zeke Jones talks about Burroughs' leadership for his team.
Well, as you know, Jordan's our leader. You know, anytime you have a multiple world and Olympic champion in the lineup, you know, he leads by example, does everything right every day, loves to train hard, loves to, you know, to win and help the team with success. And so I think we're in a spot where Jordan's going to be that guy showing us how to do it.
Well, 5 of the 8 weight classes have now been finalized for the U.S., including 134 pounds to be exact. Two-time world team member Reese Humphrey and Red Hot star Jimmy Kennedy will represent the U.S. Also in action at 143 pounds, two-time world team member Brent Metcalf. 2013 U.S. Open champ Kellen Russell will compete along with emerging star Jason Chamberlain. Nick Maribel, who has won 3 big international tournaments already this season, is dropping in weight. He'll wrestle at 151 along with Moza Fay and California native Jason Welch. Backing up Burroughs at 163 is Dan Valamont. Well, the U.S. has a strong group at 85. It'll be led by world team member Keith Gavin along with Clayton Foster, Raymond Jordan, and John Reeder. We talked with Coach Jones about hosting the event and the home team advantage.
It was a vision of Andy Barth back at Hungary at the World Championships where we started talking about hosting the World Cup, and now it's come to fruition. I think we're in a good spot too. You know, it's nice to sleep in our own beds, eat our own food, let the foreigners feel jet lag and give us a leg up.
Well, a majority of the top foreign team lineups have also been released. Defending World Cup champ Iran will bring a loaded lineup for sure. Fans will get to see two-time world champ Reza Yazdani at 213 pounds, 2013 world champ Hassan Rahimi at 125, and 2006 world champion Sayed Panakolai at 134 pounds. Also making the trip to Los Angeles, Olympic bronze medalist Ihsan Lashkari at 189 and Komil Gashemi at 275 pounds. They'll be joined by world medalist Izzatullah Ekbari at 163 and Musa Juboy at 134. Well, let's talk a little bit about Russia. They're going to be led by 2004 Olympic champ and 5-time world champion Kujimarat Gatsolov at 213 pounds and 2013 world champion Bekhan Gugarev at 134 pounds. They'll be joined by world bronze medalist Nuriman Irispolov at 125 pounds and junior world champions Hitag Sabalov at 154 and Muradin Kushkov at 275 pounds. Who's going to lead the Mongolian squad? Well, at 143 pounds, we're going to look for Ganzarig Mandaknaran. He'll be again in action at 143. And world champion Kilik Salyan is the top star for Turkey at 154 pounds. Well, to sum it up, the best wrestlers in the world are all heading to Los Angeles, and we want you there as well. We talked to Zeke Jones on why the fans of the world should be watching the best.
It's exciting to see. You're going to watch Jordan Burroughs against some of the best guys in the world, and you can go up and down our whole lineup. You know, we're going to be wrestling world champions, Olympic champions. These aren't just national champions. These are the best wrestlers in the world, and to have it in Los Angeles is a great place to come and watch. And I think right now we're, ticket sales are starting to get off the ground. We need all the Americans to come out and support, our team. We need you there. Make no mistake, Iran is going to have a lot of people in the stands, as well as Armenia and all the other countries. But those countries travel well. We don't want to be out cheered by another country, so we need all the Americans there.
Well, fans are encouraged to get your tickets right away. They're available at Ticketmaster. Look for them online, Ticketmaster.com, or on the phone. You can call them 800-745-3000. Well, this last weekend, the winter tour season continued. A small group of U.S. Greco-Roman athletes competed at the Nikola Petrov International in Sofia, Bulgaria. Two of the Americans earning a spot in the bronze medal round at 130 pounds. Two-time Olympian, four-time U.S. World Team member Spencer Mango. He finished in fifth with a 2-2 record. Mango fell to 2007 Junior World Champ Rahman Balisi of Turkey, 6-4 the score in the bronze medal round. Two-time World Team member Joe Betterman also finished fifth. He opened with wins over Germany and Ukraine and then lost to a pair of Bulgarian stars. In the bronze bout, Betterman fell to 2013 Junior World Bronze medalist Radoslav Vasilev of Bulgaria, 3-0. Well, U.S. men's freestyle team is also in action in Belarus for training and competition. A dual meet was held between the USA and the Belarus national team, with the host Belarusians coming out on top 8-2. Team USA was led by a pair of past NCAA champs. Who were they? Well, how about Matt McDonough? He won 2 NCAA titles for Iowa. He won his bout at 134 over Georgy Galiev at 9-8 the final score. John Reeder, who was an NCAA champ for Iowa State, won a wild match at 186 over Magomedov, 12-10 the final. Now we go to Marquette, Michigan. Another dual meet was held there when the USOEC was the site for a U.S. Navy exhibition bout. Matches in both freestyle and Greco-Roman took shape and helping both programs prepare for the season ahead. There were 8 Greco bouts, and the USOEC won 6 of them. The USAC scored a pair of Tech Falls in Greco with Brandon Rice at 45 and Thrasher Porscher at 145. Navy had a big pin, however, from Sheldon Wilder at 130 pounds. 3 of the 4 freestyle events went to the host team from the USOEC, led by Sammy Jones at 134. He had a Tech Fall, and Sergio Guerrero at 163 earned a Tech Fall of his own. Good job to all who were in competition this weekend. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
Well, this weekend, the international tour season draws to a close for Team USA, both for women and men. They'll take to the mats overseas. 15 members of the U.S. men's freestyle program will be in action at the Medved International in Minsk, Belarus, including 5 past NCAA champions. Joining McDonough and Reeder, who won bouts at the dual meet against Belarus this last week, are Dustin Kilgore. He was a champ at Kent State, if you recall. He'll be in action at 213 pounds. David Zabriskie, also in action at 213, won his NCAA title for Iowa State. And former Lehigh big man Zach Ray won his at heavyweight as well. He'll be in action at 275. Well, the U.S. women's team will compete in Clip-On, Sweden at the Clip-On Lady Open. They'll be led by 2008 Olympic bronze medalist Randy Miller at 152 and 2012 Olympian Kelsey Campbell at 127. World champion Adeline Gray will see action at 165. World medalist Helen Maroulis will be at 121. Alyssa Lampe at 105. They'll all be in action in Sweden. Of course, we're going to have updates on these exciting events on next week's show. We invite you to make sure you tune in. Well, the college dual meet season is wrapping up as well. Most of the programs in the country have completed their dual meet schedule, and it's time to recognize the teams who had a great dual meet season at all levels of wrestling as they head into the postseason tournament. On the Division I level, the final NWCA coaches poll placed the Minnesota Gophers at number 1. Jay Robinson's team finished the year with a 13-1 record and won the NWCA National Duels title. The Gophers got all 10 first-place votes. Cale Sanderson's Nittany Lions finished at number 2, an impressive 15-1 record. The defending national champs lost only one duel on the year. It was to the Gophers of Minnesota. While the third spot went to the Iowa Hawkeyes, as Tom Brand's team ended the year with a 15-2 record. The top 3 ranked teams are all from the Big Ten, and ironically, they all shared the Big Ten dual meet title. This last weekend, Iowa traveled to Madison, Wisconsin to face the 15th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers in their final Big Ten duel of the year. Iowa opened strong in the lightweights with a pair of pins. It was Corey Clark who put away Ryan Taylor in 2 minutes 3 seconds at 125. And Tony Ramos joined in the fun as he planted Matt Calaveras at third at 133 pounds. Well, Jesse Thielke won the first bout for the Badgers at 141 before Iowa went on to claim 5 of the next 7 bouts, including a battle of Nicks. It was Nick Moore at 165 against Nick Cousins. How did it end? 18-4 Iowa. Well, the biggest win for the Badgers came at 157, 3-1 the score. It was Isaac Jordan with a huge defeat over returning NCAA champion Derek St. John. Jordan is the son of Congressman Jim Jordan, who won 2 NCAA titles for the Badgers, if you recall. Isaac was named the Matt.com Wrestler of the Week for his big weekend, including a win over the top-ranked James Green of Nebraska. Iowa, Minnesota, and Penn State each ended the Big Ten dual meet season with a 7-1 mark in conference. Nice job there by all who competed. Finishing at number 4, NWCA National Duels runner-up, Cornell. They finished 13-1 on the year. The only major Division I program to finish the year without a loss, Doug Schwab's Northern Iowa Panthers. They concluded the year with an impressive 13-0 record and a number 5 ranking. The other college wrestling divisions have announced their final rankings after the dual meet season as well. We'll take a look at Division II first. Notre Dame of Ohio, the number 1 team going into the year, followed by Nebraska Kearney and St. Cloud State from Minnesota. On the NCAA Division III level, it was defending champ Wartburg finishing in the first spot with an 18-0 record. Wisconsin Whitewater stands at number 2, and Messiah College from Pennsylvania ranked in number 3. In NEI wrestling, finishing up number 1 in the country, defending champ Grandview from Iowa. They were followed by the number 2 ranked Lindsey Wilson in Kentucky and the 3rd ranked Missouri Valley College. The top team in the JUCOs include Clackamas Community College. They're number 1, followed by number 2 Northeastern Oklahoma A&M and the number 3 ranked North Idaho. The postseason begins this weekend. The JUCOs get in action in Spokane, Washington. The Division I conference schedule also begins this Sunday as Stanford hosts the Pac-10 championships. We wish them well. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in, whether you will win or lose, and what you will count as your victory.
Man, both of these guys are explosive, and it's not over. This is going to be a great match.
Well, this last Monday, 2-time World Team Freestyle member Reese Humphrey took over USA Wrestling's Instagram account, allowing fans to follow him in training for a day. Humphrey shared a variety of great pictures and videos, and thousands of fans got involved.
What's up, everybody? It's Reese Humphrey, a.k.a. Reese Hump 60kg on Instagram and Twitter. I'm taking over USA Wrestling's Instagram today, give you a look at my day-to-day, what I do workout-wise, having fun and hanging out. Hope you guys like it.
Reese also shared some photos with us that included this pic of him doing some squats with Olympic heavyweight Tervel Delegnev on his shoulders. Tough work if you can get it. Well, this photo of him doing push-ups with Coach Tom Ryan's son on his back. How about this one? Tough workout in the wrestling room. Here's a picture of Reese's wife and 2 kids with cauliflower ears. His workout partners Hunter and Logan Stieber were in action. His father, 1980 Olympic coach Jim Humphrey, with Reese and his kids on his shoulders. Here's 2 other great videos of Reese getting in some punches. How about these handstand push-ups? Are you kidding me? Well, you can expect more of these Instagram takeovers in the future as USA Wrestling's top athletes share their lives in pictures with you fans. Check out themat.com to find out all of USA Wrestling's social media outlets. Well, we're just a few days away from USA Wrestling's spring season as it kicks off in March. The first big national tournament of the new season is set for Oklahoma City University. The nation's best female wrestlers go on a tear as they get together March 28th through the 30th. Included in the growing USA Wrestling Girls Folk Style Nationals, that provides competition for the junior level for high school athletes, plus competition for cadets, schoolgirls, and 2 girls' youth divisions. Among last year's champions, eligible to return this year, Kayla Miracle of Indiana at 121, Becca Leathers of Oklahoma at 130, and Alyssa LaFrancis of California at 159. The University Women's National will feature the best college-age athletes in the country. That'll be held in Oklahoma City as well. The winners at this event will earn a spot on the U.S. University World Team that'll compete in Hungary July 6th through the 12th. Returning champions to watch include senior world team members Victoria Anthony, Allie Reagan, Veronica Carlson, and junior world bronze medalist Jennifer Page. On Sunday, March 30th, the 2014 Junior Women Folk Style Duels will take place, featuring state teams competing for pride and a lot of great competition. Last year, California defeated Michigan in the championship finals 39-12. Who's going to win it this year? Well, you can register online, and that's available for all 3 events, by the way, through Track Wrestling. There's a big savings for those who sign up online early, so make sure to register right away. All right, let's head back to Michigan, Fowlerville to be exact. That's where Michigan USA Wrestling held its first state folk style championship for young wrestlers in that state. Athletes from age 5 all the way through the high school division had a chance to test themselves against opponents from across the state. The event brought a couple special guests to town, including 2-time world team member and 2-time NCAA champ Brent Metcalf. He returned to his home state to meet some special athletes and give a great clinic as well. Another clinic was provided by former Women's Team USA member Cece Weber. A pair of big-time MMA stars who were top wrestlers in their class were also in attendance. How about this guy? Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis, a past NCAA champ from Penn State, and Uriah Faber. He starred at UC Davis. Michigan USA Wrestling is expanding its folk style program now, leading directly into the spring freestyle and Greco-Roman seasons. State chairperson Dan Kuhn talked about the initiative to bring a folk style state meet back to the great state of Michigan.
It's our first time in 7 years, but 7 years ago was so small we really can't call that our first year, so we're taking this as our inaugural year of folk style wrestling, brought back to Michigan after many years of not doing it, just doing freestyle and Greco, and now we're trying to bring back the folk style leg of our Triple Crown.
Well, Michigan's folk style director Rich Roberts talked about the goal of the program.
Our goal is to provide opportunity for Michigan USA wrestlers that are folk style wrestlers an opportunity to wrestle at a real-time state championship.
Well, USA Wrestling is proud of all the dedicated state leaders across the country who work on a daily basis to provide more quality events and programs and access to the sport to young wrestlers. Special thanks to Michigan USA Wrestling, who put on a tremendous event. Well, it's time for our USA Wrestling Photo of the Week contest. The pictures are sent in by wrestling fans and families from around the country and are also being considered for our photo contest page in our USA Wrestler magazine and the USA Wrestling Facebook page. This week's picture was sent in by Sharon Baum with this photo of 11th grader Matt Baum of James Madison High School in Virginia. He was competing at the Region 6A North Championships held at Centerville High. Have your photographs considered for the contest by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. From coast to coast, border to border, folks, that's going to do it for this week's show. From all of us here at USA Wrestling, I'm Scott Casper. Thanks for watching.